guys, we have got Sara here from next door who has been doing her marathon training with us in the clinic and been using our anti-gravity treadmill. So Sara, would you like to tell us a little bit about the things that you've been doing, how you've been preparing for the London Marathon?
Yeah, so as part of any marathon training, you have to have a plan, and a lot of that involves gradually increasing the amount of miles that you're doing, a couple of shorter runs, tempo runs in the week, and then building up to do your long run at the weekend. I tended to do my long runs on a Saturday, get it out of the way, so I can enjoy the rest of the weekend. Then I have a session in here on a Monday and a Wednesday, and usually they'd be targeted, like Monday we would be doing some sort of high intensity, and Wednesday we'd be doing weights. So I swapped out my Monday for running in the AlterG. And that worked really nicely with coming off the back of a long run on a Saturday, having a rest day on a Sunday, and then just wanting to get your legs moving again on a Monday, not knowing that you're not going to do too many miles, but wanting to just shake your legs out again, get them moving, get ready for the week, and again building back up to that long run the following weekend. I found using the AlterG really helpful, because if I've picked up a niggle, for example, midway in your training plan, sort of week 10, 11, 12, and the miles are really building up, being able to come in on a Monday and even just take like 10% body weight off just helped relieve the pressure on your joints and your muscles. You've only got a week and a half until I run the marathon. I want to make sure I don't have any injuries, so I've taken a little bit of weight off and run the last 10-15 minutes with 10 to 15% body weight off. I think has really been so beneficial. Injury prevention, but also just keeping your legs moving and just being able to run at a bit more ease than you would do on a normal treadmill on the road.
Good for the heart, good for the lungs, but actually keeping your body that little bit more preserved, and particularly now as you are in that taper phase, allowing yourself to have that recovery, because you've done all the hard work. There isn't any more that you can earn now in this run up, but this is really helping with that. And then you also did a half marathon race recently and actually jumped in the AlterG the day after. So what spurred that on?
So again, my plan would normally be to do my long runs on a Saturday, but I just did Southampton half, which was on a Sunday, and then I knew I had a session in here on the next day, on the Monday. I didn't want to let that skip because I wanted to make sure I still got my run in. I thought, right, well, I'll still go in. Now at this stage, you know, it sounds ridiculous, but 13 miles is an easy run now. The legs are still tired though, and obviously I'm mindful that I don't want an injury now at this stage. So jumped in here, did, I think it was 7 or 8 kilometres, took a bit of weight off. You still feel like you're getting a good run in, but you're just not putting that stress on, particularly for me, my knees. I have a bit of an issue with my right knee, so I'm just able to just keep it at bay, but still keep the muscles working.
Yeah. How do you feel that felt in comparison to when you've done that duration of half marathon duration, and then you've not had that kind of AlterG experience? Do you feel that maybe your legs are a little bit heavier at all, or do you think your recovery is helpful with the AlterG to get everything moving again?
Yeah, I think having this in comparison to a normal treadmill, for example, normal treadmill still probably kinder on your knees and your joints than running on the road. But on a normal treadmill, I mean, these guys have got another treadmill in the other room, and I've done a few runs on that one, and I've just found a bit more dead, not really get any bounce back. I mean, it's a different type of treadmill, granted, but even if you're running in this with just 5% off, the actual belt on this is really responsive. You don't feel like it's sucking any energy out of you. Having the ability to just adjust and take as much as 1% body weight off is just such an amazing thing to be able to do and play around with it, basically.
Do you find that it's a confidence booster?
Yeah, definitely. And a different avenue, if you like, in using it, maybe not for injury prevention or rehab. If, and I've done this a few times, if you're wanting to increase your speed or practice doing some sort of intervals where you're running a lot quicker, but you don't know how it's going to feel, or you don't want to pick up a niggle, that's been really helpful as well, because you can take a bit of weight off and really go for it. And like you just said, confidence boost, so you think, oh, okay, right, I can do that. And then you can start to work down, like if you've got several sessions booked in, you can start to decrease the body weight, but still try and consistently run at that pace. So I've done a few like that, which is really good.
Oh, good, cool. Well, really glad you've enjoyed it. Best of luck with the last little bit that you've got going on, and best of luck for the marathon.
Thank you.
And we will be cheering you on and hoping it all goes well.
Thank you. Thanks.